very good day to you all. My name is Josh, and on behalf of the entire crew, welcome on board this British Airways flight. To help us depart on time, please place your luggage or hand baggage securely in the overhead lockers. Smaller bags, including those tagged with yellow label, must be placed under the seat in front of you. If you're sitting in the front row seat or in the emergency exit row, the floor area must be completely cleared for takeoff. Once your hand baggage is securely stowed, please make yourselves comfortable and keep the aisle clear for all our remaining customers to join us on board. As a reminder, smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping and the use of other smoking devices, is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This includes the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors.
Heathrow traffic, seatbelt to Alpha 27 left by Alpha, seatbelt. Heathrow.
Traffic speedbird 655 of Lamborn as the initial approach procedure to runway 27 right, Heathrow.
Traffic, fly 1 Romeo Papa, turning final RLS 09. right. Heathrow traffic, Scandinavian 001 report full established, ILS runway 27 right, we are 10 miles out.
I believe 27 left is the approach runway for Heathrow.
For the attention of the cabin crew, boarding complete, with all ground staff, please leave the aircraft.
Traffic 7032, traffic 09.
Heathrow traffic super 6 for the virtual system West link to Golf departure Heathrow.
Heathrow traffic, Scandinavian 031, we are 3 miles final, runway 27 right.
Heathrow traffic, Emirates, what are we, 70 Mike is vacated, to some right Heathrow.
Thank you, 021.
Heathrow traffic, Airbus 38 Delta Bravo, we're 5 miles to beam, ascent 627 right. 73 down.
Heathrow traffic, speedbird 655, final runway 27 right.
Speedbird 655, report speed please.
Speed 167 knots, maintaining until 40 ME, speedbird 655.
Thank you.
Then traffic 5732 is short one 09.
Do you know how Vatsim works?
How does it work?
Next time, Joe. Don't taxi two people. Yeah, great.
Heathrow traffic, Scandinavian 031, don't relocate.
CAVOK crew, doors to automatic and cross-check, please.
200 for restricted 600, that one could go.
Yeah, maybe you should take the correct runway.
Welcome on board, everyone. All customers have now boarded, and we're about to brief you on the safety procedures of this aircraft. We ask that you remove your personal headphones until the end of the briefing. Portable electronic devices may be used during the flight as long as they're in flight safe mode. You may use handheld devices such as mobile phones, tablets and e-readers during takeoff and landing. You may also use personal headphones at these times. Larger items, including laptops, must be switched off and stowed away safely. As a reminder, smoking is not permitted at any time whilst on board.
Heathrow traffic, B line for Alpha Hotel switching 27 at visual.
We're now going to explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft. The captain and the crew are here for your safety. It is important that you pay attention and follow instructions.
Ryanair 8 Mike Victor,
First,
8 miles from
check your seatbelt
Heathrow.
is securely fastened. Insert the metal
inbound
tag into the
Heathrow,
buckle and tighten by pulling on the loose end. To unfasten, simply lift up the metal flap on the
one
buckle
echo
and
arrival
pull apart.
into
You'll find the seatbelt sign in the panel above your
runway,
head. When it's on, you must fasten your seatbelt. We'll provide extension seatbelts for infants. We suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened visible during our flight, even when the sign is off. Your life jacket is either beside or underneath your seat. To use it, take it out of the container and place it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at your side. Inflate your life jacket when you leave the aircraft. We will supply life cots for babies and life jackets for children. In the unlikely event of the aircraft having to make an emergency landing, you'll be told to take this protective brace position. We will now explain how to leave the aircraft in an emergency. Move quickly to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with you. High heel shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide. Emergency lighting, including floor-level lighting, will help you find your way to the exits. These are clearly signed. There are two exits at the rear of the aircraft and two exits.
9 miles.
Your crew will now point out the exits nearest to you.
38 Mike, short final, 2 miles, 279, Heathrow.
To open the doors, move the handle in the direction of the red arrow. Opening the doors automatically inflates the evacuation slides. The slides can also be inflated by pulling this handle. Jump onto the slide and move away from the aircraft. If the aircraft has landed on water, these slides detach to form rafts. As you leave the aircraft, inflate your life jacket by pulling the red tag. If necessary, blow into this mouthpiece to top up the air. The life jacket is fitted with a light and a whistle. Your oxygen mask is behind the panel just above your head. If the cabin air system should fail, this will be released. Stay in your seat and pull the mask towards you to open your supply. Please note that the bag does not inflate. Place it over your mouth and nose and adjust the band to secure it, then breathe normally. Do make sure your own mask is correctly fitted before helping anyone else. All electronic devices, including mobile phones, must be switched off, and all headsets must be removed whenever the engines are running on the ground during takeoff, approach and landing. Please ensure your mobile phone and any devices that can send or receive calls or text messages remain off for the flight. Any items with a flight safe mode should have this feature enabled now. Some electronic devices can be used once we're airborne. Please check High Life magazine. Take care your hand baggage isn't blocking the aisles or exits. It must be put under the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. But place items in the locker carefully, as they may fall and injure someone. As we prepare for takeoff, please make sure that your tray table is put away, your seat is upright, and your armrest is down. Finally, take a look at the safety card in the seat pocket. If you have any questions, please ask your crew. Heathrow, 738 to the mic, vacated B7.
Heathrow traffic, Seabird 761, the 3 mile final for 27 right, Heathrow.
Heathrow traffic, Seabird 789, returning base, 27 right.
We will also be adjusting the cabin lighting for takeoff. If you would like additional light, please use the button in your seat area.
Heathrow traffic, speedbird 902 November, taxiing Alpha following greens down to holding point runway 27 left.
Heathrow traffic, Seabird 671, vacated 27 right, Heathrow.
Heathrow traffic, Seabird 789, we're on the island, 27 right, 7 miles from.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
Hello.
Hi Captain, it's Michael, cabinet secure for takeoff. See you up there.
Thanks, see you in the air.
Traffic, shut 3 units on base for identical
Losing traffic, helicopter 813 taking off runway 25 by hotel, lose traffic.
Very good evening. My name is Michael, the in-flight manager, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all on board today. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce some of the rest of the crew on board. Working alongside me in Club Europe is Susan, and working in Eurotraveller we have Josh and Karen. A special welcome to those of you returning from the British Airways Executive Club and those of you joining us from our One World Alliance partners. May I remind you to keep your seatbelt fastened if you are seated, and it must remain securely fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on. Please do take care when we go for head lockers, as items may have moved during our departure and they could fall out and cause injury to yourself or a fellow passenger. As a reminder, smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping and the use of other smoking devices is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This does include the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors. We have 3 toilets located on board the aircraft today, 1 located at the front of the cabin for those travelling in Club Europe, and 2 located at the rear of the cabin for those of you travelling in Eurotraveller. All of the toilets are equipped with baby changing facilities. We're pleased to offer you Wi-Fi on today's flight. To connect, join the BA Wi-Fi network and visit shop.ba.com to discover the offers available. We're also pleased to be launching our free onboard Wi-Fi messaging service for all British Airways Executive Club members. To connect, join the BA Wi-Fi network and visit the Executive Club section of shop.ba.com where you can discover more information. To keep up to date with the latest travel trends, to find an original guide to your destination or tips on how to make the most of your time in the skies, you can read the digital version of the High Life magazine for free via the BA Wi-Fi login screen on your personal electronic device. In-seat power is available within your seat area and will be ready for you to use once the seatbelt signs have been switched off. All phones should be placed to silent to avoid disturbing other customers, and please note video and phone calls are not permitted at any time during the flight. We're about to commence the onboard service. If you do have a food allergy or would like information on specific allergens on today's flight, please do speak to any member of the crew. For those of you seated in Club Europe, we'll be offering you a choice of meal and drinks from the bar. In Eurotraveller, we'll be offering you a complimentary bottle of water and a snack. This will be then followed by the High Life Cafe service. To make a purchase from the High Life Cafe, visit shop.ba.com to discover the items available. Alternatively, you can check the menu in the seat back pocket in front of you. We now invite you to make yourself at home and enjoy our hospitality. If there's anything that the team or I can do to make your journey more comfortable, please do let one of us know.
Bridge 531's on 2 mile final speed
Heathrow traffic, American 101 heavy traffic, low price with runway 27 right, 12 miles.
Gallic traffic, 15 miles out from runway 26 West Gallic.
Heathrow traffic and there's some 108 SEL and just right 4 miles final. Sure.
has switched on the fasten seatbelt sign and requires that all customers be safely seated with their seatbelts securely fastened. Please help us by returning to your seats now. The captain will switch off the signs when it's safe to do so. Please keep your seatbelt fastened and visible to the cabin crew so that we don't have to wake you later in the flight if the seatbelt signs are switched on once again.
Toronto for 9, Brussels control, hello, identified. Expect ILS whiskey approach, runway 25 left.
Expect ILS whiskey approach on 25 left. Toronto for 9.
Brussels control, hello, Eurowings 521 descending to flight level 250, passing flight level 300.
Thanks, 521 Brussels control, identified. Descent flight level 190.
Descent flight level 190, Eurowings 521.
Toronto for 9, proceed direct Foxtrot Lima Oscar.
Direct Foxtrot Lima Oscar for Lufthansa 219.
Quality 1, correct position. Quality Factory to Quebec, I'm assuming you call for taxi?
Yeah, my bad.
Quality Victor Quebec, Roger, are you able to depart from intersection Charlie 4?
Hey, sir.
Quality 1 Victor Quebec, Roger, taxi holding point, runway 22 left, via November 2, backtrack runway 22 right, and Charlie 4. Liège, QNH, 1022.
Okay, 1022 set, and that's in November 2, backtrack runway 22 right and hold short, Charlie 4, 22 left, quality 1 left.
Doing 521, with advisory on 122.8, bye-bye.
Monitor 122.8, Eurowings 52125.
South 113, contact arrival on 118, decimal 255.
118, decimal 255, thank you very much.
Special Bravo, bijna 6261. Next to 6261, hello identified. Climb flight level 190, 190, and 6261, proceed direct to middle. Middle, 6261. And 6261, monitor advisory on 122.8, bye-bye.
Quality 1, Victor Quebec, ready on region.
Cody 1 Victor Quebec, runway 22 left, cleared for takeoff, surface wind 060 degrees for now.
Runway 22 left, takeoff, quality 1, Victor Quebec.
Lufthansa 249er, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to 110 for 249er.
Hotel Yankee, back on you.
Hotel Yankee, persons control, hello again. Proceed direct to Rapid.
Direct to Rapid, Hotel Yankee.
The captain has now switched on the fasten seatbelt sign as we will shortly be landing. Please now return to your seat and make sure that all of your personal belongings are safely put away in the overhead lockers or under the seat in front of you. Customers sitting in the front row seat or in emergency exit row should place all items in the overhead lockers, leaving the floor area around your seat completely clear. Please check that your table is folded away, your seat is in the landing position with the armrest down, and your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you're seated by a window and have lowered the blind, please return this to the open position for landing. You may continue to use handheld electronic devices for landing. These must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Larger items, including laptops, must not be switched on and stowed away safely. Please also take a moment to remind yourself of your nearest exit and study the safety card in your seat area. In the event of an emergency, leave all hand baggage behind.
Quality 1 with respect up to 2006.
Quality 1 Victor Quebec identified climb to flight level 240.
Flight level 240, quality 196 Quebec.
Kilometer 12, monitor 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
Yeah, decimal 8, kilometer Alpha, bye-bye.
Oscar Hotel Yankee request to leave the thing. What about flight? Actually,
Oscar Hotel Yankee, approve report back.
report back, Oscar Hotel Yankee.
Tower frequency 18.605, ciao.
Sorry, could you repeat frequency for Lufthansa 113?
Frequency 118.605.
118605. Thank you very much, Lufthansa 113.
Successful arrival, Lufthansa 249, with you, descend through flight level 60.
Lufthansa 249, presence arrival identified, continue present heading, vectors ILS approach running 25 left.
Continue present heading, and ILS whiskey approach on 25 left for Lufthansa 249.
Turn left wing 290, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Turn left 290 and descend to 4,000 feet for Lufthansa 249.
Cabin crew, seats for landing.
Good day, Line 8 Charlie Lima, passing flight level 120, descending flight level 80, heading 065.
Line 8 Charlie Lima, presence arrival identified, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 10.
Hi Captain, it's Michael, that's the cabin secure for landing. We'll see you down there.
Thank you, we'll see you on the ground.
Lufthansa 249 and descend to altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1022. Radar check.
Check.
Lufthansa 249, descend to altitude 3000 feet, turn left wing 280, clear ILS approach running 25 left.
Turn left 280 and descend to 3000 feet for Lufthansa 249.
Beeline 8 Charlie Lima, presence. Arrival identified, descend to altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1022, vectors ILS approach running 25 left.
Descent 3000 feet, connection 1022, expect ILS 6825 left, Beeline Charlie Lima.
Lufthansa 249er, the wind's calm, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 left for Lufthansa 249er.
Milan 87 Lima, turn right, heading 160, speed 220 knots.
Heading 160, reducing 220 knots below in Charlie Lima.
Milan 87 Lima, descend to altitude 2000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descend 2000 feet, 1022, Beeline Charlie Lima.
Milan 87 Lima, turn right, heading 220, clear ILS approach runway 25 left, speed 180 knots until 60 me.
Left, right, heading 220, clear ILS approach runway 25 left and reducing 180 to 60 me, Beeline Charlie Lima.
Brussels. Taxi stand 149er right via outer 10, that's straight ahead, and then the inners and Romeo 4.
1000.
Alpha 10 to the gate 149er right, but please continue with the second part.
So stand 149er right via outer 10, the inners and Romeo 4.
Outer 10, inners and Romeo
500.
4 for the gate 149er right, Lufthansa 249er.
Above. Decide.
$50, $30, $20, $10.
Line 8 Charlie Lima, the wind's calm, runway 25.
A very warm welcome to your destination. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. When it is safe to do so, please do take care when opening overhead lockers, as items may have moved during our journey, and they could fall out and cause injury to yourself or a fellow passenger. You may now make and receive calls as well as use all data services on your handheld electronic devices. Please check that you have all your personal belongings with you before you leave the aircraft. If you require any assistance here at your destination, please do speak to your ground colleagues who'll be happy to help. And for those customers who have ordered special assistance to leave the aircraft today, we ask that you please remain seated, keeping the aisle around you clear, and the crew will be in hand to assist you further. On behalf of all of us on board and British Airways, I would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and we do look forward to seeing you back on board very soon. Thank you, and have a very good evening.
Bilen Charlie Lima, vacating grab Charlie 5.
Milan 8 Lima, welcome to Brussels. Taxi stand 169er right via outer 10, the inners and Romeo 4.
Taxi stand 169er right via outer dinner and Romeo for the line stage. Charlie.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross-check, thank you.
As we will be using steps to disembark the aircraft today, please take care and use the handrails provided. Once on the ground, please follow the direction of our ground holdings. Thank you.
Nothing further is online, so Unicom it is for 122.8, ciao.
Good night, thanks for your service.